Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of AMsportsBALLERS. I'm Martin and Sigurd, and with me, as always, I got Sigurd Grove. What's up, bro?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? What's up? How y'all doing?
Bro, busy week. Just came home from Italy today, so I'm
Mm.
sorry. I'm gonna put it on my. Once again, it's my fault. Martin gotta get out of Norway and do his shit, and he's gonna
Yeah.
go out on the expense of the podcast, but I figured we could fit a short recording this Thursday night. Hopefully, I could edit it quick and it'll be out Friday. Quick listening before the week gets on, because we're in playoff, bro. It's playoff week. How
Yeah,
you
man.
feeling?
Playoff weeks is fun, bro. It's fun. It's gonna be exciting to see. I think it's gonna be I think both of these games are gonna be interesting, but I'm especially like super excited to see how Trolls are gonna do up there in Kristiansand. I think that's gonna be a crazy cool game to watch. Um,
I'm
And
excited for that one.
yeah, me too, bro. I'm super excited for that one. But I also think that this game in Eidsvoll it's no sleeper, bro. I think Lillestrøm is gonna come in here like really hot, really trying to make make a stand to show that they're a team to take seriously here in this league. I think that this time is something that they've been gunning for this game. I know that for a fact. I know that some of these players. I've talked to some of the players, some people around it. I know that they've been like super getting ready for this game. So yeah, I'm hyped, and I'm gonna be playing in that game too. So that's gonna be
Yeah,
fun for me. Like play a game again, bro.
bro, I was gonna build it up and be like, hey, it was kind of a short notice. Like last time, it was just over the phone. You kind of said you're gonna play, but now you're in.
Yeah.
You've been at practice full speed. And how you feeling, bro? You ready to knock some heads?
Yeah, bro. I'm ready. My body's feeling fine, so I guess I can't hold myself away any longer, bro. If my body's all right, then my mind says, all right, it's time to go. So,
Right.
yeah.
I'm That's something I'm excited about, is to see you back at it, man. I've been going over some old highlights you have, and man, I remember that game in 2019 against also
Yeah.
Vikings. You had like seven
Yeah.
pass deflections, two or three interceptions. I don't remember. Minimum, I know
Uh,
two.
it was I know it was two. It was two. I could have had three, but it is what it is. But yeah, that
Yeah,
that game was definitely
yeah.
like
Like
my best
seven
my best game.
seven tackles, two for tackle for loss. Like you had a pretty good game, and I was like, damn, if Seager is at this level
At the
when he's
same
gonna play
level,
on Sunday, bro, it's gonna be crazy
yeah.
too. I saw been kind of lacking. Like Jonathan has been doing a really good job in the backfield
Jonathan has had a good season. Yeah.
for real. And so has
Mm,
the other DBs and everything. Like we talked before season, we
yeah.
thought DBs was gonna be Isol's weak spot, weakest
Hmm.
link, and they showed
Hmm.
up. Like I think they took that personally. Us sitting here as
Yeah.
Isol's guys saying that's gonna be the weakest
Yeah.
link, and now you're back. Now Isol is even stronger on that end of the field.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. And
Yeah. I
I'm just
yeah.
gonna finish it like Lillestrøm. They're in the position though. They're coming up as an underdog.
Hmm.
Nobody's expecting too much, and that's like the perfect position to fire up the guys, get hot at the right time. They're in the playoffs, so it
Exactly.
doesn't matter if they
Exactly.
lost every season, every game of the season. Like they're in the playoff, they can
Yeah.
still get the championship game. So
Exactly. So like it's like I prefer being an underdog. I'm not even gonna lie. I prefer being an underdog because you don't have that pressure on you. All you could do is go up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
With like I could say like for us like right now we are like we're top dogs. We won the series, but it was close. It was a close series. I think every team suffered like a good amount of injuries. I mean, Christensen had some setbacks, like especially with Jabari going down. It was a big injury for them. But we also had a huge injury this year. We lost Arna,
Arne. Yeah,
which just been which just like it's been Eitel number one guy for like how many years, bro? It's crazy.
number one guy in
So
Norway
yeah,
for how many
I think
years?
it's yeah, bro. True. So no, bro. I think it's you could say what you want about this series, but I think that it went like saying like that Itzol won the series. That was like it was totally fair this year. Like everything was just like, yeah, that's about right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
And
sometimes there's always some conspiracy, but this time I just think it was like, yeah, this was a good year. So yeah.
yeah, and I know Arne is not going to come back, but Jabari was on the field throwing a 40-yard pass on
I
one
heard that.
attempt. So I don't know how they're going to use him this game. Like obviously it's an Achilles tendon kind of injury. We don't know how serious it was. Apparently not apparently not a full tear. That's for sure because he's back.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
if they're going to use him in the playoff, I don't know. But I think they're going to lean heavily on Ryan Bulgair, the running back,
Mm-hmm.
because he's been ripping it. He's number 2, I think, in rushing yards, and he played 3 games this season.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, he's a heavy dude, man. We talked about this guy like three since he came. We've been talking about this guy on every episode. Like he's a deadly weapon for sure. Like someone that can evolve his football game and do a lot because he's been talking about like how he wants to play. Um, like that's why he went away from France. It's because he wants to play internationally, and this is a good step for him. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's gonna stick around here though. I don't think so. I think that guy has the potential to do a lot of stuff. You know, he has good build, he has speed, and
Yeah.
yeah, really tough guy to get down.
Yeah. I mean, an ELF team might even pick him up after the Norwegian season. Like he's been balling out. He's the only player who has a baller of the week twice. And
Mm.
so that says a little bit when you've been playing for 3 games this
Yeah,
season only.
yeah,
So I'm super excited to see him go against Trolls, which is
yeah.
the best defense in the league.
Mm. They have a
Like,
really good defense, man. Like it's crazy stacked. It's crazy stacked with all these all of these players that have veteran experience, international experience.
yeah,
They're stacked, bro. They
they
stacked.
got like one superstar on each level. They got Eddie Dos Santos on the D line. They got Atle Haaland as a linebacker. They got
Mm.
Riebert as a DB. They got
Yeah.
Willem. He's been picking it up at quarterback, doing a really, really
Mm.
good job. Still a little bit struggling a little bit with accuracy. Like he's below 60%. So I don't know. That's usually what they
Yeah.
say is when you're not as accurate, but they're taking shots
Yeah.
and they've been doing a good job, I think, on offense. Like offense started to roll, and that defense can shut down any offense that they meet. The Trolls is going to be
Yeah.
scary, and I think this Trolls is going to be even better than what we believe or what we've been seeing so far. Because I think they got some support coming in too.
Yeah.
Not to
it's
mention any names.
no, I don't know anything about that, but I know that I might know about that, but yeah, I'm not gonna say anything you do. But um, yeah, bro, it's a crazy good team, man. So I think that game is gonna be like super close. If I can say anything, I think that's gonna be a close game. But yeah, it's a fun time of the year. Our 2 week span of playoff football here in Norway, and it starts now. So if you're not tagged in already or have been, definitely tag in now. This it's only 2 games left, and the last one standing is going to be the champions. So
Well,
good time to look at right now.
now is one and done. Win
Yeah,
or get out. Get the fuck win or the season is over. So
exactly, exactly.
you're playing for chips now. So
Hmm.
that's I mean, it's always funny to be in this time of the year where
Yeah,
win or go home. So I love that, and
yeah,
I mean, Icefall game versus Starfighters has the potential to become really exciting. We've seen it before. Starfighters led over you
yeah,
guys in the halftime down
yeah.
in Stentaru, but the
Hmm.
Glads Trolls game. I mean, that's just 2 really good teams going against each other. So obviously,
Yeah,
that's gonna be the most exciting game in my mind. And
yeah.
if you guys want to have me and Sigurd's score predictions for that game and also the score predictions for all the games, like including the
That's
championship
been
games from week 1 up to the
yeah.
championship game, we are posting those on patreon.com. And right after this episode, we're gonna record for this week. So stay tuned. We're gonna post probably tonight. I hope. We'll see how it
Yeah,
goes. But
hopefully.
Patreon.com. It's a paid membership. Cost minimum 25 NOK per month. It's like an ice cream. Buy an ice cream per month. Like what the fuck? It's
Yeah,
nothing. So
yeah.
head there if you wanna. If you wanna check that out, I feel like I think we're tied right now. I think we're tied heading into we haven't checked the score from last week or 2 weeks ago,
No,
so
yeah, we need to do that.
we're gonna check that and see who won in the theory the season, like regular season, and then we're gonna continue off in the playoff, and we have a bet 250 NOK
I
for
think
the
it was
one
something
who
like that.
can
Yeah,
accurately predict the most games, and
predict
we're
most
doing
games. Yeah,
winners and scores, so
little
that's
a
fun.
little a little type of fantasy league between you and me, or like fantasy prediction thingy.
Yeah, yeah. Next
Yeah,
year,
you could
maybe
say
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some fantasy
that would be
team, bro.
cool.
We can have like
That would be
four
cool.
players each, and we can do the
Now that we
stats and
have
stuff.
stats,
Uh-huh.
too, that
We
would be
can
cool.
we can include our patrons to be part of the fantasy league. Like everybody can choose like
Yeah,
two players each. I mean, that'd be pretty
yeah,
cool.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, just a last thing about this weekend. I'm gonna do a little self plug here right now. So, this episode might be out tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Friday.
say it. Yeah. On my Instagram, there's a little cool post coming out tomorrow, bro. Check that out.
I seen it. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, man. So if you guys
Not
want to see some hype, go check that out. Not
not
on
that
this
one.
Instagram, no. In my personal Instagram.
Yeah, Sigurd. By the way, I posted all the when we gave out the T-shirts. I posted all that today. So you gotta
Oh,
go
nice.
collab
Oh,
on
yeah.
those.
Okay, I didn't see that. I'll do that.
Because me and Sigurd we were Norske Bollere. It's Sigurd's
Yeah,
Instagram, and he's gonna post a little bit. Hopefully more in the future, right? Like a little bit about the
yeah,
ballers that's been bowling out and currently are bowling out in Norway. So
yeah.
go
There's a lot of
follow
potential
Sigurd's
players to
Instagram.
talk to. There's a
Yeah,
lot of potential players to talk to now. Like as I said, I want OG. God damn it. Yeah, it is what it is. We'll see though. I like I said, we have 100%, or I have 100% job. I got this, and I'm a coach, and I'm a player. I got a lot of stuff to do. Don't really get way too much spare time, to be honest. And the spare time I get, I try to spend with my family a little bit. So, yeah,
I I get that. I got
yeah.
no problem with that, Sigurd. Let's just continue the plug. I got one more thing. We are heading to the end of the season, so if you wanna get some gear, some swag on promotion, Ballers10 on contactsports.com. It's ending pretty soon. I think we're gonna stop it at the end of the season. So if you wanna get down 10% right now, it's a good time.
Yep.
All right, Sigurd.
Yeah.
Let's. I had something I wanted to talk about now. I totally forgot what it was.
I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna be like a really short episode. It's only within 10 minutes. You got something else? We're gonna. Oh yeah, I got Instagram questions. That's what it was.
Instagram questions. Let's get it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on the last episode, but Sigurd fell asleep, so Andrea stepped in, and so I didn't want to do the questions with him because
Yeah.
he was just stepping in for you. He did a
Yeah.
great job, I thought. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
he was the right person to do that week because
Yeah. He commentated the game.
Yeah, and I hadn't had any time to watch that game yet, so he
Yeah.
had all the intel from that game that I didn't have. So like perfect.
That's good. That's
All right,
good.
you're ready for question number one? Let's
Yeah.
go. All right, Anonymous. This handsome fella right here. You can't see it because I blurred his face.
Anonymous. Okay. All right.
Anonymous, please. All right, what's our take on the mercy rule going on in the Eliteserien? And FY, for your information, it's non-optional at the moment. I didn't know it was non-optional because I thought the ref always went to the coach of the team losing more than 35 points. I think you gotta lose by more than 35 points
Yeah.
and give them the option mercy rule or not. And right now, apparently, it's non-optional. What do you think about that, Sigurd?
I mean, I think the mercy rule is Like, okay, I'll say this though. A lot can happen in a football game. It really depends on the timing of the game. Like, someone runs up the score 35-0 in the first half. Shit, a lot can happen in one half. But if you got burnt 35-0 in the first half, that's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. But stuff can happen in the second half. That's all I'm gonna say. I think the mercy rule should like start in the second half. You know what I mean?
All
If
right.
it's supposed to be there. That's my take. I think that like I get the mercy rule. Um, I don't think it's I don't think it's a stupid rule. I get it. If actually had mercy rule against me once, and it was in Denmark, and it sucked being on the other side of a mercy rule. But um, I got it. I was like, the only thing it really does. Okay, I could explain it a little bit right now. So the only thing that mercy rule like is trying to prevent is big injuries, like, because in these high scoring games the one big thing that's going to come out is anger. When what comes out of anger, stupid mistakes and plays, and people diving for knees, like just being mad, you understand. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a big injury risk to keep a game going if it's already done, if you know what I mean. That's like the main thing, or that's my opinion. At least I'm pretty sure that that's why it is there as well. So I think it's all fair, but I think it shouldn't be implemented until the second half.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, the essence of it is to protect the players and
Yeah,
not let one team truly dominate another team. And I think also the injuries are not. I don't think it's necessary for the team leading with the team being under, being angry and diving for knees. I think
yeah,
also it's for the team being swapped or like being crushed that they kind
yeah,
of can get out of the game a little bit quicker without
yeah. It also, yeah,
forfeiting.
exactly,
Like it's like okay, guys,
exactly.
let's just it's mercy rule now, so it's gonna be quick
Yeah,
over. Like let's just give it our best. But that was a good
yeah,
take about making it a second half kind of thing. But do you think it should be
yeah.
optional or not? Because
Uh, optional. I think it should be optional. Like, if you like,
yeah,
it's. I
that's what I
think it
think
should be
too.
optional. But I think it should be optional because, like, let's say you have a full roster and you don't have any injuries. You guys just had like so many mistakes. You know what I mean? Uh, you don't have, you maybe have one guy down, but you still have like, hey, like two or three more at that position to go on like a second string and third string, but you just made so many mistakes that you guys are like lost that many points.
Hmm.
I That's when I'm like, no, we want to keep going. Fuck the mercy rule, right? We have
Yeah.
people, we want to play the game, but if you like, I understand it when like that one team that's being like ran on, like the score is getting ran up on them. If they're like down to their last string at every position, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
just end the game. You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
You
I
know,
think it should be optional.
a funny thought. Just this is just a funny thought. Instead of having like a mercy rule affecting the time, they should also maybe implement like a backup rule, like the team leading. They have to remove 5 starters of offense and defense to give in
That's
the
just
team.
stupid.
No, yeah, but that'd be so funny though.
Bro. It would. I mean, yeah, it would. It would be funny, but I think that at that point, like, let's say, okay, I'd say with my guys though, as a coach, like, if we're
It's
up
a fourth
35 to
quarter rule.
zero, I'm yeah. No, but I'll say this, like, as a coach, if we're up 35-0, I got all of my last stringers out there, bro, getting reps. Like, you know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
I'm not. You're not playing your starters either way. If you are playing your starters at 35-0, you're kind of a dick. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're kind of a dick.
Weren't you playing your
As a
starters
coach,
when
you're a
you were
dick.
up pretty much about for Christensen and you were like just scoring?
No, 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 no. We were you, dude. We
No,
have two out of
yeah,
it with the catch up the
yeah,
middle. Come on,
that's right.
we had
He's a
everybody out
backup.
there, bro.
Yeah, yeah, for
Everybody,
sure.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have a lot of talent. That's our problem. It's a luxury problem, but it's a luxury problem,
that
100%. But we
sucks,
have a
man.
lot of like
Yeah,
our like second stringers and third stringers. They could start. It's just about that little tiny thing that like they do, like, like showing up at practice, like doing extra work, showing up to do nods, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
hmm.
we are basically pretty equal in like a lot of our positions. I could say that.
You know what? Something that I've been like fairly impressed with the season this year is
Mm.
that all the teams have a pretty big roster, And I feel like that's
Yeah.
something that's been missing a little bit before. It's like, oh yeah, we were only playing with 22 guys or something like that. Now every team is showing up with 30, 35, 40 guys. So what you're saying about having backup talent, that's worth a lot when you got a big roster, and comparing to teams that maybe the drop off is pretty big from a starter to backup. So I mean that's a good treat to have for Eitzel there. Let's move on to the next question here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's Magnus Mo, Big Mo, with the
Big
question here.
Magnus. Big Mo.
Big Mo. Um, the the surprise of the year, either player or a team, and
Player
ob-
or
obviously the trolls.
lagdel. Lagdel. Okay.
Obviously the trolls.
Dude, I don't know. Uh, I'm gonna definitely trolls were like, yeah, wow, good like management and players like crazy. But if I'm gonna say this,
All right, first
it's
let's just
not
pick a
okay. But
player then.
okay,
First, let's pick one player that is like the happy surprise of the year.
I think he just means like in general, like both team management and players. Like, but okay, we could do a player. Let's do a player first. Uh, player for me. Player for me. Player for me.
Man, I'm thinking myself.
I don't really know. I'd say Chapman at running back.
That's a good pick. That's a good
I'd say
selection.
Chapman at running back, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in those
That
early
surprised me.
week games.
Like with hurdles and shit.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
I
see you.
think I think for me it's got to be Turerik because he's been stepping up
Station?
to a whole nother level this year. He's always been good. He's always had some touches on receiving and runs. Damn,
Yeah.
but this year he's been taking off. He had one game with almost 300 all-purpose yards. Like dude's been balling out every week, and a big reason of Eisel's success. So I'm gonna pick Turerik here.
Damn. Yeah. I could get that. He's a
Bro,
really like
he's
he's
leading
Ito's number one guy definitely.
he's leading in rushing, and he's number two
Mm.
or three in receiving
In
yards.
receiving. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's awesome,
That's crazy.
actually. That is crazy.
Yeah, and he's
That is
obviously
crazy.
leading in points because he's doing all the PATs, all the field goals, touchdown rushing, touchdown receiving. So he's leading the league in points too.
Yeah.
And did you? Yeah, you have Chapman. What was you gonna say something about a team? Team
Yeah,
player?
like obviously trolls, yeah, they surprised me. But I think if I'm gonna be like 100% honest and like no slamming nobody, just speaking what I see, I feel like I'm a little disappointed and that I was surprised in a negative way that Lillestrøm didn't do better than what they did. I
Yeah,
thought that Lillestrøm was gonna do better. That's a bigger surprise to me than that the trolls were good. Do you understand?
yeah,
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 it's like Lillestrøm signed a great defensive back, historically or like a guy, a quarterback that has history in Europe. They have a Swedish running back who's been a historic runner in Sweden. Um, it kind of caught me off guard that they haven't really done what I thought they would do. You understand what I mean?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely been a surprising thing of the season where I
yeah,
kind of expected Lillestrøm to maybe be fighting for that number three spot, but
yeah. Number
um,
three or number two, maybe.
yeah,
Maybe definitely number three though. But yeah, I
yeah,
thought there was going to be like bringing him some great leadership with those guys that they brought in, but then
and I think
just
it has. I think it has brought
yeah,
leadership
yeah.
and skills to them,
I think
but
so. I
but
think so, but
like
just not in the way that I was expecting.
yeah, but like we like just what I said, like I think the drop off from a starter to a backup is much bigger at Lillestrøm than it would be in Eidsvoll. And
Okay, that's true.
I think one injury has or one player that hasn't been there at the game has kind of affected the game in a much bigger way that other
Yeah,
teams would have felt it. So I think it's a lot of
yeah,
things. We can't just say Lillestrøm as a unit. We haven't really seen them play at their best. for sure.
Hmm.
And I think
No, that's my surprise. It's just that I haven't seen them got the wheels moving that way that I thought they. I understood that it was not gonna be like a off the bat fucking gonna be ballers, but we saw a glimpse of it of them versus Eitel in Lillestrøm. That's when we saw glimpses of like what those guys could do. Like they played good football, and it just
yeah.
they never came back to that type of football. So that's like just the kind of thing. But hey, that's not to slam Lillestrøm at all, though. Like, dude, it's their second league in the top division or second year, right?
Second
So
year.
and last year it's their second year, and last year they didn't even play us or the Vikings except from the champion or in the playoffs. Um, but
So
like moves that they've done the right moves, and they are creating a really good fundamentally like base for their future. So like it's a really good thing. But I'm gonna say I'm a little bit disappointed that it didn't like they didn't. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, if they keep going, Lillestrøm with the junior teams they have, I
hmm
mean, they can be in. I'm guessing already in 2 years they can be solid when they get
yeah,
the people that's been playing junior since U14 when they get them up to the level
yeah,
that that I still get a lot of guys from like
yeah,
people that first year you play you already played for 5 years, so you know the game even though you're
yeah.
only 18. So when they
Mm.
get a lot of those guys up at senior, I think that will make a huge difference for them to have that second both starter and the backup. The rookies are also pretty good. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for Lillestrøm's future this year. Yeah, it's been surprisingly bad with the
Yeah.
import quarterback, import DB. I mean, they've been doing their job, especially
They've been
Jane.
doing good. They've been good. I don't think that anyone has been doing a bad job over at Lillestrøm. I just think that it's been like I just think it just hasn't been what I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot more complexity out of that team, and it
Yeah,
just hasn't been. I've seen like a lot of the same stuff like happening over and over again over there, and it's just like they've not moved on from it. And it's at some point you should, you know what I mean? Like it just. But I'm not gonna hate anything. I'm very excited to see what they got to bring now. Like I think I'm 100% sure that they've saved up a lot for the playoffs because they also know that nothing else really fucking matters than the playoffs. You know what I mean? And you're in the playoffs no matter what. So fuck the season. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But that's some people have that mindset. Like if
I hope
I don't know, I'll say that.
I hope that's the reason why their quarterback hasn't played that much in the recent weeks is because
Yeah, but I heard
they
that he got injured.
yeah, he did for sure. But I
Yeah.
hope that he's not that he's gonna play against you guys because I hope like he's been like okay I will not risk the knee when we are number 4 no matter what. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so
Understandable.
let's just move on. Let's get to the playoff and now he's gonna step in against you guys and we've seen him play. He can run, he can pass, he can do it all pretty much. So
Hmm.
he did a great job as an offensive coordinator too. Well, no matter how they use him, I think he's gonna have a good game. Let's move on to
Yeah.
the next question here.
Next question.
It's 4 questions, so this is number 3.
Uh,
High
okay.
lows of the Oslo White. Warring at trolls with the question here.
Hey, here you
You
go.
can ask questions as organizations too. We don't
Hey,
discriminate.
we'll answer anyone's question.
Yeah. High lowlights of the season. Of the season, I mean.
Highlights and lowlights of the season. All right, start off with the lowlights then, end on a good note.
Um,
Um,
I think it's got to be the injuries.
lowlights. Yeah,
Jabari,
yeah,
Arne,
yeah.
uh, what's the name of the quarterback for the Strafers again?
Kevin.
I mean, Kevin Doyle.
Mm.
I mean, Trolls, they have some injuries. Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
they
the two
lost
wide receiver,
Eirik at
Eirik
least.
and
Yep.
Albin. I mean, so lowlights, seeing the talent go on out with
Yeah,
an injury, and definitely when it's like a season-ending injury like Eirik, Albin. I think Albin is
yeah,
out, and Especially Arne, we know how good he can be for football for Norway and
Yeah.
Eidsvoll, and Jabari too.
Uh,
Like see them
yeah.
go out with big injuries. That's definitely my lowlights.
Yeah, I think I can agree to that. I can definitely agree to that. Like, if I'd say other low lights, um, maybe Martin not showing up to stream the game and Christiansen. Maybe that's one. I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely one of
um,
my lowlights.
that's a low
Sitting on
light.
that fucking airport.
No, but to be honest, I don't know. I think I've bashed enough already. So, all right, let's move on to the highlights. I think my low light is actually the streaming day on that one weekend in Kristiansand.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
wanted multiple angles to confirm what we thought we saw, huh? That's all. You're
Mhm.
selfish, man. You're
Mhm.
selfish. Huh?
uh,
All right, highlights.
yeah.
You wanna go at it?
Highlights. Yeah. Okay. All right. I can start it off. Highlights. Okay, I go. Definitely the rosters. I want to say that. I think that it's so cool to have like a. I know that we're definitely not where we want to be, like in terms of being an established league, but we're really making moves this year, which is like one of the first years and feels like for fucking ever that we're actually making the right moves. In terms of like recruiting wise and social media wise and everything like that, I just think that the league and the organizations, all of us in this community have done a really good job this year, and I think that's a
Yeah.
highlight to definitely take away.
Seems like all the teams are more involved. At least when I share something with them, if I post a highlight,
Yeah.
they're actually, hey, I'm gonna do a collab with that, and then
Mm,
boom, they get a free highlight on their
yeah.
social. So I love that. That's
Mm,
something from next year. They're gonna restructure a little bit the federation. They're gonna do like they might oblige like the team to have like a media responsible person on their
mm.
team, which
That's good. We need.
you gotta give your email and stuff to the federation so they can have free sharing and stuff like that, so everything
Mhm.
can be shared. So whenever a
How
game
it's
is
supposed to
finished,
be.
the team can actually go get their
Yeah.
highlights and post as they
I'm gonna.
want.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it right now, guys. Like, like. There's a lot of stuff with our federations. There's a lot of shit with our federations that I've just not agreed on, like in a lot of years. But I'll say this: like, if we like my goal for football in Norway, I want the next generations that's coming up, because this is what I was dreaming of when I was 14 years old. I was like, these guys are not getting paid playing in the top division. When I'm going to be in the top division, this is going to be a serious league, and I'm going to get some money to do this so I can have this as my job. That's why I gun for it. So right now, my goal and dream is that people are actually going to get fucking paid to play this sport, because we fucking deserve that. A lot of us deserve that shit because we put in a lot of work. We set aside so much shit in our personal life. We deserve to get fucking paid, and I understand why we don't, though, because there's no money in this, and a lot of every one of us are struggling. We're paying to play and everything, so it's like, hey, our goal should be ending up as a serious league, paid players, has a professional program for everyone, and it's taken serious by everyone. That's what we should gun for. So that starts with having a media responsible person for every team.
Yeah,
I went on a
Pre-
little rant there. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say that out loud.
yeah, preach it, man.
Yeah,
Speaking into existence, right? Because I totally agree with you.
yeah.
But like you say, it's no money. If the
No,
players
no, no.
stop to play the teams to like, it's definitely gonna be no
Yeah,
money. So
yeah, yeah. Hey, we can, and definitely, like, what I've said now is not to start like a protest. Oh, we should be getting paid. Hell no, we're so far away from that, guys. We're far away, but we can
yeah,
get there.
I, I
That's my
think
point.
I think building up the social, building up the engagement, building up Knife TV, if if they do that right, is gonna at least have a little bit of income to the federation
Yeah,
and the sport and the national team, and is gonna be some goals at least for the players. If it's not getting
yeah,
paid immediately, it's gonna be at least
mm,
reaching the national team.
yeah,
That's the goal of the federation right now. They know they've been sleeping on a lot of the things. They know. I've been in meetings with them.
Yeah.
They know where they made some mistakes and where they they try to go in a different direction when they should have went into another direction and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they're really focused on building up social media presence and also
Yeah.
engagement online. So I feel like
I could say
that's
this.
great.
Yeah. I could say this though. I feel like a lot. I feel like so. Like let's say as our as players for the last like probably like 5 to 6 years, don't feel like I've been heard or don't feel like it's been a collaborate situation between the federation and the teams and the players. But now I really feel like we're all working together. That's what I'm. That's like that's what I. I feel like we're all working together, collaborating, trying to make this shit work for everyone. So it's definitely that's definitely one of the highs of the season. That starts with
Yeah,
the rosters. But
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
I had a highlight of the season, and I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
call it as it is. I'm gonna say the highlights. It's been crazy highlights this year, like
Oh yeah.
Eddie dos Santos snagging the ball between the running back and the
Yeah.
quarterback. Like
Yeah, that was
it's been
that
some
was a
crazy
crazy play.
highlights. And also
Yeah, it's been some
I'm
cool
gonna
plays.
do a shout out to the guy that's doing the stats. Great job.
Yeah,
Uh, Obviously, he's not
it's
perfect.
been some there's been some mistakes here and there, but hey, it's our first time having stats, so we appreciate
Yeah,
anything really. You know.
it's not perfect yet, and he's blaming me a little bit because of some angles and stuff like that, and that's okay. I know when you do stats, you don't want to do stats and then just guess who is the freaking player catching the ball. You need to
Yeah.
see the number and stuff like that. So there's a lot
Yeah.
of things that needs to be done better for the
Yeah.
stats to
But
also
some of
be
these
better.
but like some of the times when we miss or like when the production team misses like a player or something, hey guys, pay attention. These guys every single goddamn game. These guys that does everything in the production process. Cameraman, commentators, producers. We're all doing this shit for free. We're all doing this shit because we like to do it. There's no one like ordering us to do it, or maybe Martin has to show because he kind of has like a contract with the federation, so he like he has to like provide all this gear and stuff like that. But like the work that everyone else puts in, it's basically we're all just there because we love the game and we want it to grow. We're doing our part. So don't blame anyone for bad filming. Then maybe that's that guy's first time ever recording anything. So you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
We do have some rookies from time to time that just
Yeah.
all right, I'm here to hold the camera,
Film.
and
I'm the
yeah,
huddle guy.
yeah, I'm the huddle guy.
I'm the huddle guy. Hello.
No, honestly, it's been pretty good this year, but sometimes it's like how many snaps per game, like 150 plus. So yeah, 1%,
Yeah.
it's still two plays. That's bad, So I think if we're within like 2% of the tapes are bad, I think it's a pretty good
Yeah.
job. Even though that's like four of the plays,
Yeah.
but you know maybe it's a lot more. I don't know. I haven't really. I'm not the coach watching the huddle over and over again and looking at every mistake. I spend it's the least amount of time on the clips because I got three other camera angles I gotta look through also. So it's a lot of clips for me.
Michael. Oh no, Michael. Sorry. Goose just finds the highlights, guys. That's
Yeah,
all he
man.
does.
And I upload for Hurdle. Do I do that?
Yeah. There you go. There you
All
go.
right. Last question.
Last question.
Yo,
Strange
what's
fatigue.
yeah? I don't know who that is, but he's digging the show. So thank you for the compliments. First off, thank you for that. And the question is if we are gonna cover the D2 season as we are covering the Elite season, and
It's hard. It's way too hard.
that's gonna be a no because I'm
Yeah.
moving to France. I'm
Yeah.
moving in the middle of the summer, so I'm not gonna live in Norway for the Division Two season. But
Yeah.
this is good, like good question because the federation has
Yeah.
made it really simple for all the teams. So if you're a guy in D2, go to your board member, go to your styre board, and tell them to download the app that the federation is using. It's called Stay Live, and on the app you can live stream. You can, if every team get an iPad, It's easier with
Mm.
iPad, bigger screen, or a phone. You can do it with a phone, iPad with a 4G, or a phone with the 4G. You're done. That's all you
Just
need
remember
for
your
do live stream.
charger.
Just
Just remember your charger.
do it. Yeah, have a charger, and also if you don't have a charger, you can also use like this. This can be a microphone for commentating the game.
Hmm.
Seriously, they made it that easy for all the teams. The guy who's holding the phone, he don't need to do shit. He need to
Yeah.
do the scoreboard.
Why don't you just say it as it is? The game in Christensen.
Yeah, go look that game. That's one guy doing the stuff, and he don't even have this. I think I don't know if
Yeah,
he had it, but uh, I
and he just
think
did it right.
yeah, yeah, on the phone.
Oh,
So I feel
on his
like
phone.
on the phone you can do the scoreboard. You press save on the highlights, so it can save on the cloud, and you can download it later for social media. You zoom on the phone. You record on. I don't know if you record, but you save the highlights at least, and then you also
Yeah.
upload to Knife TV. So if you're a Division 2 team, start to do the research about this, and you
Contact
can
your
do.
board, contact the federation. Like, say if you guys come, you guys like say you're in D2. I don't remember exactly how the D2 is set up, but if you guys are a tight knitted group, which like Elite Serin kind of is, we're 4 teams.
Yeah,
You could kind of like get together and say, hey guys, we just start streaming our games, right? And then you could have like one guy streaming every other game.
yeah, and it can be like, hey, our guy is gone. Can your guy come with the team and stream this game? Like,
Mm,
if everybody got one guy, you always
yeah,
got at least one guy. You know what I mean?
that's yeah.
So
And that's a big way for you guys to not even just like for a D2 to get exposure, but or
grow the sport.
definitely for your team. It's to grow the sport and also give your players, your guys some exposures, if you
Yeah,
got players out there that we don't know about. Shit, let me watch a live stream from this guy and then holy shit, this guy's pretty good.
yeah,
And then somebody shoots him a text and like, "Hey, you want to try stepping up your game, try to play it at the top division, stuff like that."
yeah. Great way to lose your talent.
No, but hey, it also, I'll say this: if you start live streaming your game, you might like bring more interest, you might bring more players, and in that way, you eventually will step up yourself to the Elite Series because you have like a lot of players. You get
Yeah,
some funds in because of like how
exposure
you
is the best,
exposure.
and like you
Exposure is the
said, you
best
can
thing.
save the highlights and use them on social media later. So,
Yeah.
boom. That's
And you
that's
can definitely see that from this year how the Elite Series has grown just because of these last 2 years or last 2 to 3 years with all these highlights and stuff that's been coming out from like AMsports and shit. Look at the rosters now; they're stacked. People want to be playing football.
yeah.
People like it.
I mean, we just need more teams stepping up and
Yeah.
creating these
So
rosters. So that's a
so
challenge
your
to every
question. So
Division 2.
question for. Yeah, sorry. So a question. So a re-question. No, not a question, but for an answer for your question about the D2 streaming. Stream yourself. That's number one. And number two, get up to the Elite Series, brother. We want you up there fighting. I know that you guys probably don't have the biggest roster, so I get why you're not doing it, and you don't have the right what could I say resources to step up, and that's fully understandable. But listen to what Goose is saying or Martin is saying about streaming your games from that app. Definitely going to bring some exposure for you guys, and like he said, when you do that, you can save highlights and you can post those highlights on social media, stuff like that. And if you post like a really cool highlight on social media, AIM Sports TV might republish that or collab with it. You know what I mean?
For sure. Hey,
Yeah.
I want to do that. Goes to all the teams. If you post something, ask me to collab with you. I'll do it.
Hmm.
If it's
Hmm.
football related and stuff like that, I might
Yeah.
not
Exactly.
collab on everything, but I will at least have the chance to if you give it to
Yeah.
me. And also the federation, they want to be better at collabing too. So me, the federation, we're open for collabs. That's for sure. And
Yeah.
just a little tip. I'm running the federation Instagram, so I might collab on it no matter what.
There you go. There you go.
I'm not
That's a
running
good
it.
thing, man.
I got the
No, but
login. I can do it.
there you go. There you go. It's a good thing, man. Everyone's getting a lot of exposure, and it's really positive for the league. I can say that. I can say that.
All right, Sigurd. Let's
Yeah.
wrap this shit up, and
Yeah.
we're gonna see you after the semifinal. And boy, who's gonna be in the championship game?
It's
That's
gonna
gonna
be
be a big week for us,
exciting.
Sigurd. Big week for us.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be exciting for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm just
I'm
like
happy.
kind of in the zone already in my head.
Yeah, I'm happy to see you back in action on Sunday. So Saturday, Glads versus Trolls, Hammer versus Hammer, and Eidsvoll versus Starfighters at on Sunday is gonna be the
Yeah,
potential to become an exciting game that too. So hope you
yeah.
guys head to Knife TV and
Check
check
out
out the
that
games
game.
this weekend.
Yeah. A little side note too before we end it. Vikings has a game as well, don't they?
On Saturday at
Yeah.
Frogner versus AIK.
Yeah. And they just got off a victory, a pretty big victory. So it's going to be exciting to see how they do.
Yeah, they had a donut, 30
Yeah.
something 0. So hey,
Yeah.
if sorry about that. If Vikings get hot right now, they can get far in the playoff. They're in the playoff, so
Yeah. It's going to be exciting to see, man.
yeah.
All right. I think that wraps it up, though.
Until next week,
Next time,
ball out.
ball out.
Boom.